bodice from France, from Paris, that has so much going on, and it is so lovely and so graceful. The lace is really, such a beautiful, delicate pattern with the little teeny flowers and leaves on it. Down the front of the bodice, first off, we have these little motifs with the embroidery, and then to the side of it, you have this border of soutache work where they just ran rows of soutache, and they would do thread bars covered in silk floss, and then with another color, they wove a little piece of fabric right there and just alternated. In the center, we have these little appliques that look like little tiny butterflies. And as you can see right here, that the soutache braid was hand applied. The fabric itself was pin tucked before it was sewn to the bodice. So they did machine pin tucks, first one way, then the other way. As you can kind of see here, it's just loosely tacked to the bodice with, you can see the little running stitches up here towards the neck. The sleeve has a nice shape. It kind of tilts forward, which is consistent with when you wear it, you want it to angle a little bit towards the front. They have Milan beads running down the back to create the illusion that the Milan beads are actually closing this piece, but it's done with hooks and eyes, as you can see. They would have a waist stay. It's also called a Peterson in garments like this because they wanted to anchor the garment to the corset so that it did not move at all. What really makes this a couture piece, if you look at the seam allowances, if you look at all the hand stitching along the seam allowances, that's what's called a whip stitch or a hand overcast. That kept the fabric from raveling over the life of the garment. So that's why this garment really is in very good condition on the inside, is because all of the hand overcasting they did on all of those seams. That takes lots and lots of work. One of the things that I'm struck with in couture pieces from that time is that they were not quite as fastidious, I would say, about having stitches like this that show the process showing on the inside. It was not considered bad form. So it's kind of fun to see that because you actually get to see in the process of the people making this really, really beautiful piece, and it is so lovely and so graceful.